Hey guys, so I literally just put on this hat and took a bath, so I'm still kind of wet. Like, I'm like wet, like right here on my hand. Okay, so ignore my room. Alright guys, so basically, I want to talk to you guys. I have in the past, if you guys watched my random things or random thoughts, I forgot what it's called, for one of those videos, and I said I would do like a story time basically, cause okay. So, right, a while back in March, my grandfather died. Okay, and this is my story time over like what happened and everything, right? I'm probably not gonna cry because it's just like not who I am sometimes, you know? Like I don't like cry basically on cue or anything, you know? So, here it is. So, the day was like a Friday. And if you're from Texas, you know that right before spring break, right? That Friday, there's a Friday right before spring break, right? Then you know the carnival starts in like right before spring break, right? So it's like a 2-week thing almost, right? So people go throughout throughout the month. But me and my friends made a plan. We were holding on to this plan for like a year, right? And we were like, yo, we're gonna go to the carnival Friday, right? And my mom was like, no, Isis, I don't think you can go, right? Because the outfits I was choosing, right? And she wasn't approving of it. And he died that Thursday, right? And then his brother found out about it and told my uncle. And then my uncle told the rest of our family. And they told them Friday. They told each other Friday. And my mom came, my grandmother, my dad, my brother, right? So it was like 4 of them. They all came and picked me up for school. And my mom was like, no, I said you can go ahead and go to the carnival, you know, right? And I was like, oh, cool, thank you, you know, like, she gave me all the money, and she gave me like $70, $80. She was like, yeah, I said you can go ahead and go to the carnival, right? And my friends, like, when I told them, they were so excited about it. I looked into my mom's eyes, and it looked like she'd been crying, right? Like, she was sad. And I was like, Mom, you okay? And she was like, yeah, I'm okay. You know, just go ahead and go hang out with your friends, you know, go have fun. I was like, oh, okay, right? So I went out with my friends. We all had fun. We were having like a great time that day. I went on a couple carnival rides, even though I'm like terrified of them. And that's when, I went ahead and called my dad. My dad picked me up. My dad had one of those like Jack in the Box. I don't know if like whoever has Jack in the Box. Like I'm really not sure who has Jack in the Box, but whoever has Jack in the Box though, that they have like that little late night menu called the Munchies menu, which is for like 12 o'clock in the morning and shit. Like if you're high and shit, basically, right? That's basically who eats it. So, then that's when like my dad picked us up. We were listening to music, you know, chilling, vibing with each other, right? I'm sitting in the front seat, my friends are sitting in the back. It's like 4 of us that went. So, that's when I came home, like later on that night. It was like 2 o'clock. My grandmother's like, I can't really sleep right now. And she was like downstairs. She was like, how it was? I was like, that was good. And she was like, basically, I want to tell you something. And then I was like, what? And she was like, no, I should let your mom tell you. And I was like, what? Just go ahead and tell me, right? And then she told me that he died. And my grandfather died. And I was like, what? Right? Like, I was shocked at the time, but I was also like really tired. So, you know, it really didn't kick in yet, you know? So I was like, you know, I feel bad. Like, I felt bad because, you know, like, I don't know. My reaction was kind of, like, real slow that night. Because I guess because I was, like, tired and stuff, you know. Because I literally ended up falling asleep on the couch that night. Like, I literally fell asleep in the clothes that I came home in. That's how bad it was. No, I think I changed. Yeah, I had changed. No, I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't. I fell asleep literally on my bed, like, with the same clothes on. my Vans outfit. And then that's when like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, my mom was downstairs. She came downstairs. Not 2, 3. It was like 5 or 6, 7, something like that. She coming downstairs and she was like, "Oh, Isis, like, how was it? You know, cool and everything, you know?" Because she saw I was asleep on the couch and I woke up when she came downstairs. And that's when she was like, "Okay, yeah, you know, it was all cool." I was like, "You know, it's cool. It was fun, you know." My friends was like driving me crazy, basically. And then that's when you go back some, right? And she was like, you know, getting clothes at the washer and dryer and stuff like that. Like, what you can see basically in my background is that I'm literally doing clothes myself. Like, I'm folding up clothes. There's so much clothes, so much whites. So then that's when we were there, and I was like, "Okay, yeah, cool, great." And like, I'm getting all my other stuff done. And then that's when I like kind of like, my mom's like, "Hey, Isis, you know, come here real quick, you know, let me talk to you for a second." And she was like, you know, Big Larry died, because that's what I called him, Big Larry. I never really called him grandfather. Like, I don't call my grandmother. I call my grandmother mom, and I called him Big Larry because there's Big Larry and then there's Uncle Larry Jr. So there's 2 of them. So I just called Big Larry and then Larry Jr. Uncle Larry Jr. So like, it was just like, I was just kind of sad about it, basically. Like I spent like my whole week kind of like trying to figure it out, basically. And we planned his funeral like that next week. The thing that happened to him was that he was in a hit and run. Someone hit him with a car and basically like just drove off and left his body for dead. He died on impact. It was literally the saddest thing ever. He was a veteran. He was an Army veteran. I'll actually right now go show you guys his flag, because at his funeral, see, he always said that he wanted to be buried at like the Army cemetery, right? And so that's basically what he got his wish, and he got to be buried at the Army cemetery. And since he was a veteran, like that week after, right, we had to bury him, because it was like that whole week of spring break we're planning his funeral, right? And then Monday was not his funeral, but it was his like burial, right? So here, that's his flag right there. My mom found a container for it at like Hobby Lobby or whatever. Yeah, see, I've actually never felt the flag. I felt it for like 5 seconds when my grandmother initially got it, but after that, no, I haven't touched it. But I basically like, and as you can see, my brother right here, but it's basically like the fact that I've been kind of feeling, I don't know, not guilty, but like under some type of like thing where I feel like I should have told him I love you, because I don't have a memory really of saying I love you, right? Because like, to me, he was still like, to me, he was that crazy guy who was my grandfather, because like, he did walk around, you know, because like military like messed him up a lot, right? So it messed him up a lot, basically, by the time I came around. And I'm gonna try to put his picture right at the end of this and like put the links in the description. That for sure I'm gonna do, his links in the description. But it was literally the saddest thing. Like, hold on, I think I have a picture of him now. So like, here's a picture of him and my grandmother on their wedding day. See? Let me turn on the light for you guys, because it could be a little foggy in here. So that's him right there. That's my aunt, I believe. And then my grandmother when they were younger. I think I have some more. Move my band-aid. This looks like my Uncle Ed Jr., but this photo is like really foggy, but I think that baby is me. Yep. No, don't that baby look at me? No, I was just label that baby as me. And then he's right there in the white. Let's see what else can come up with. When he was younger, he's a family man, right? Same day. Polaroids are not good. Gosh, man. You see that on this Polaroid? Oh, nigga, look at me. You see me? You see me? That's me and Barbara when we were little. And then that's my mom. Oh, she graduated in 98. Or the year before she had me. Literally the year before she had me. Like, I was born in 99. So that means, I think I took 9 months. So I was literally, like, in the oven, like, 99. So, but here got a better photo of him right there. You see him better on that one. So that's also still their wedding day. But I don't see any other ones on here. So I don't really know what the other one is. But basically, like, he was literally, like, really cool as a person, basically. Like, he really wasn't a bad person. I wasn't crying or anything, guys. I was just, like, kind of taking something on my eye. But basically, I've been feeling like this guilt almost, like if I should have, you know, like said I love you more. And I didn't really learn the whole I love you thing until a little later, right? And I don't know, a part of me just feels like I should have said I love you more, because that's just like one of my things now. I say I love you a lot. So I'll be like, I love you, Rara, like I love you, Mom, Dad, you know, right? But it's just, I wanna betterly tell them that I love them. Don't laugh at me. But yeah, and then I guess like for my next story time, I kind of going to tell you guys about everything. So, bye guys. Love y'all. Peace. Middle East to the streets. Word up to your mama. Nah, I'm joking. But I'm trying to think right now, y'all here. So, you're signing out with Lydia. Oblivious talking love. Peace. I know that was so close to my nose. Peace.
In the streets. Middle East.
Peace.